Hello dear students, okay, you come to page 123 of your book, okay, 9.6 conservation of momentum, okay. In this topic what we'll be studying in conservation of momentum is that, okay, see, momentum can neither be created nor be destroyed, okay. It can change from one form to another, that we'll be studying, okay. That means the momentum or the force also follow the law of conservation, okay. That is, we have studied about law of conservation of mass, law of conservation of energy, and now we'll be studying about the conservation of momentum, okay. And you see out here, this is a derivation from which we will be finally concluding that the total momentum, okay, before collision and the total momentum after collision is same, okay, after from all this thing, okay. The main thing what we need to study here is, for example, we have two body, okay, body A and body B, all right. You and your friend, you take it like that, and both are moving with some velocity, okay. And if you are moving with some velocity, means that velocity is an initial velocity, okay. And you are also moving with some velocity, and your friend is also moving with some velocity, okay. And you see, you are moving with velocity UA and your friend is moving with the velocity UB, okay. And I have written UA is greater than UB, okay. That means A, you are in more speed than your friend, okay. And one more thing is, you both have mass, because since your body, you should have mass, right? Anything in this earth, they have mass. And then what mass you have? A is having mass MA and B is having mass MB, okay. That also I have mentioned. You see, let the two body A and B has mass MA and MB respectively, and the initial velocity by which they are moving be UA and UB respectively, and UA is greater than UB. That means you are walking in more speed as compared to your friend, okay. And the point will come, okay, when you both will collide, okay. When you are walking in more speed than your friend, then what happens? You see, you both are far away from one another, but at one point you can go and collide with your friend, right? Here also same thing is happening. A is colliding with B, okay. When the A is colliding with B, then what happens? A will exert a force to B, and in turn B will also exert a force to A, right? Because we have studied in third law of motion that every action has equal and opposite reaction, and A here is giving force AB to B, and B is giving, in turn giving the force BA to A, all right. Now you see, after collision, what will be the final velocity? Now again, after collision, you think this body A, okay, and this is body B. Now body A will gain velocity of UA, all right, and body B will gain the velocity of, sorry, this is VA and VB, okay. Now after you both collide, okay, then what happened? Now you will again tend to move after collision, okay. So after collision, what happens? Your velocity again change. Now that velocity will be again written as U, okay, sorry, that velocity will be written as V, because every time while solving the numerical problem also we did, for the initial velocity it is V, and for the initial velocity it is U, and for the final velocity it is V, okay. And now this is final velocity, so it is VA for A and VB for B, okay. Now you see here, after collision, final velocity of A is equal to VA, and the final velocity of B is VB, okay. And now rate of change in momentum. What is rate of change in momentum, or the change in force? That is, we studied in the last class, that is M into A, that is mass into velocity. That is mass into acceleration, okay. And what is acceleration? Acceleration means rate of change in velocity divided by time, right? So the change in momentum for body A, okay, that is mass of A into final velocity of A minus initial velocity of A divided by time t. that is mass of A into final velocity of A minus initial velocity of A divided by time. Okay, and then you see now change in momentum, okay, that is force BA. Okay, now you see mb, that is mass of body B into final velocity of body B minus initial velocity of body B divided by t. Okay, now according to the third law of motion, okay, what it says, every action has equal but opposite reaction. Okay, this is how we so the third law of motion, because this is one action and this is the opposite reaction, means it is in negative sign, it is equal but negative. Okay, now see, we are putting the value, we are putting this value here and we are putting this value here. Okay, for FAB and for FBA we have put the values. Okay, and now what we are doing, this T has been cancelled. Okay, and you see we are just multiplying, MA and VA will be multiplied and MA and UA will be multiplied, right? And here MB and VB and here MB and UB. Okay, we are getting these two negative. So what we want to have to do is, I have to send this side and I have to send this side, so that everything becomes positive. Okay, now when everything becomes positive, see what I am getting, MB into UB plus MA into UA, means this is what, initial momentum for body B, right? Initial momentum for body B plus initial momentum for body A is equal to final momentum for body B plus final momentum for body A. Now finally we concluded that total momentum before collision and total momentum after collision are equal. That means there is a law of conservation of mass. Whenever you and your friend walking with certain velocity will collide with one another, okay, after that also your velocity total means change in the velocity or total change in force will be same. Okay, that means before how much mass into velocity ratio you had, after collision also you will be having same mass into velocity ratio. Okay, I hope you got this thing. Okay, if you didn't get, you please ask me. This means that the force will never change. Okay, whenever two body will collide, okay, their velocity might be exchanged. For example, A is more A is walking more faster than B, right? But after collision B can walk more faster than A, but in total mass into velocity this side and mass into velocity this side will always be same. Like in chemical reaction, the reactant side and the product side are always same, right? In the same way here also, before collision and after collision, the product of mass into acceleration will always be same. Okay.